Hi. You know, you can really tell now, although you couldn't last night, I broke and cleaned up my beard. Just kind of got it back down to how I generally wear it. I even brought it up my, you know, less, less, closer to my jawline. And feels good, looks good. It's just getting to where I mess with it too much and, like, I was starting to hurt my face. Not as bad as when I would, like, twirl it and pull on it, but, I don't know. As much as I liked how it looked, it was getting uncomfortable. Maybe the next time I grow it out, it'll be better. Also, I'm not the cleanest eater, and I just got sick of having to clean stuff. like, like, ketchup dripping out of a sandwich or something. Anyway, today's been pretty much the same as ever. I did wake up at a decent time. Like, I was actually up and around at 11 instead of just waking up at 11 and not getting out of the bed until like 1:30. I woke up at like 9:30, and while I did not have the willpower to fully commit to waking up, I did manage to, you know, not commit to going back to sleep either. Meaning, like, I knew I wasn't going to sleep long, and I kind of kept when I catch myself going into a deep sleep. You know, I just kind of rested my eyes. I woke up and took a nap, I guess. Um, I didn't even log that one. As far as the smart alarm I'm using now also logs your sleep. Um, and so, like, according to it, I think I got out of bed at 9:40 something this morning. Um, when in reality I got up and around quarter to 10, something like that. All I know is that when I was fully set and settled with a drink and remembered to take my medicine, it was 11:15, and I know that because I just took my night dose. I logged these on a Google document to help me remember whether or not I've taken it, and I have the other redundancy at because that was one of the things I think the first time around. There would just be like a few days where I just forget to take it, and you like for the like it's never gonna work right if you do that. And two, missing my once a day. Anytime I adjust the dose of the basically Zoloft that I'm on, it messes with my stomach. So if I miss 2 days in a row, I'm usually aware of it. It's like, what did I eat? I didn't. Oh, I've been forgetting to take my medicine. The other redundancy is the once a day I'll flip the bottle. So if I forgot to log it but the bottle's flipped, and I know I took mine last night, I know I took it at some point today, or if I look over there and it's not flipped, I haven't taken it yet. But anyway, so like, yeah, I that was when I logged taking my morning dose, 11:15. Just did more Phantasy Star Online today. Did some story, and then some, like, the first time I actually settled down and grinded for a while. Um, and I say that because up until what I was doing today, nothing felt like grinding because I was, you know, playing the playstyle I wanted to. But I want to unlock some of the higher. There's like 8 or 10 classes you can start as, and that's already. But then there are 4 classes that are kind of like prestige classes or something like that. Um, and they apparently have some amazing stats, and but you have to level 2 other classes to 75. That sounds worse than it is because you can you have a class and a subclass in this game, and while there are some skills, you get to use both their skill trees, as far as like most of the basic stuff. There are some very more specific stuff that you have to have it equipped as your main class to use, um, but a lot of those revolve around the class specific weaponry. So like Braver is the only class to use a bow. So of course anything that affects the bow specifically is gonna be limited to that class. Um, or like some of the fancier techniques. Uh, like my subclass has been uh, phaser. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I just blanked on it right now. It's not a force. It's oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it's one of the classes that gave me access to magic basically, and I wanted to do that for two reasons. One, that class gives a good boost to mana basically, and two, so I could have some sort of non-item reliant heal at any given time, because I figured I was going to be playing by myself a lot. That's just how I like to play games. But I've been playing with groups more often than I usually would in these types of games, just because it's so streamlined and easy. You literally just pick the quest you want to do, and you can either choose to search in the channel you're on, or have it automatically search the entire server, your entire ship, which is your server basically. Um, for anyone else running the quest, and it doesn't even, if it's a multi-party quest, it doesn't even force you into a party with that person. Um, which is nice. Which, I mean, partying has its benefits. You get EXP boosts for partying, but you know, it. This is entirely a personal thing, but if like, whether I'm in control of it or not, and honestly, even more if I am in control of it, there's just this sense of anxiety in being with a party. Like, well, now people are going to pay extra attention if I fuck up. Specifically these three people. Or, like, I don't want to get dragged around, or I don't want to drag people down, or I don't want to, just, I hate it. I hate having to fall into social etiquette with strangers. Which, I mean, on the stark opposite of that, I joined a party the other day, and the person leading the party, it was pretty much just me and them for most of it, and they were more than happy to, like, they were like, hey, look, this is your quick daily cycle, that'll get you some good stuff and some boosts, and I was like, oh, cool. And just, like, kept it real simple, and I was like, yeah, I've been sticking to story, and he's like, cool. They were like, cool, and it's just like, this is if you ever keep it on your back burner as like a daily cycle game, this is going to be the quickest stuff to do and then run, and I played Destiny 2 like that for a long time, where I just, like, an hour every day, log in, knock out dailies, and then log out, just because it was fun to play. And Phantasy Star Online is fun to play. But the thing with going back to why today was awkward, your sub class does not level as fast. So whereas, my main class, Braver, was 76, I think, when, I looked at it, my subclass was only 50 something. It was like 58 or something like that. I'm just gonna switch to it. I'm gonna swap these two, and it'll be fine. And it took some time getting used to the weapons. I think I'm there now, and I got like nearly 10 levels today. Like I'm in the high. I'm either like right in the mid to high 60s now, and I just got to get it up to 75 before it, so I can try out the Scion classes they're called. And I'm just like I'm kind of really excited to like look through their skill trees and stuff because I'll most likely be, you know, hopefully they've got some good stuff that can still work really well as a subclass. Like from the stuff that I've kind of skim read, there's a class called Phantom that'll go really well with Braver, and you know, even as a subclass, which is good because I like the bow and I'd like to keep using the bow. But I think, you know, if I ever want to mix it up or if I just want to power level it, it still has Katana, which is fun enough. I like the Katana pretty well. I like it better. Before today, I liked it better than Gunblade, which is um, the third weapon of the Bravers. Bravers get bow, katana, gunblade, and I want to say when Bravers launched, just based on the way the NCPs were talking to me, uh, the bow and the katana were two brand new weapons. But anyway, um, yeah, that's been the day really. Um, Mostly chill. Hopefully tomorrow will be the same. As it is, it's like quarter to two or something stupid like that. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. I'll catch you all tomorrow.